Bam, what is up everybody? My name is Jordan Baywood. I am a music producer and audio engineer, and today I'm going to show you this Travis Scott type vocal. I'm going to play it first and then we'll get started.
Started at a young age. I was born in a soul, the boy really grew up. It's crazy how my life changed when I fell off a bus and was so close to death. It's some shit I really can't explain. No, it's some shit I really can't explain. No, I guess I'm supposed to be here. I guess I'm supposed to be here. I guess I'm supposed to be here. I guess I'm supposed to be here.
I don't know about y'all, but that sounds really awesome to me. And the artist is Kendall, but check him out. I mix all of his tracks. Kendall's a very, very talented artist because he can be influenced by so many different people, which makes him really great. So let's go through this. So I'll go on the main vocal. First, I just had an EQ, take out the lows, normal. Then my compressor that I use for everything, it's on default. It's not doing much of anything. It's just giving it a tone. And the cool thing so I always boost to 12K and then 16K if needed. But with Kendall's voice on most tracks, I never boost this much. Like with his mic, he doesn't need that many highs to give it that crisp feeling. But on this, it actually did because I compressed it twice and drowned the vocal out with more effects. So I ended up having to boost this more. So don't worry about high boosting until after the effects, but have the EQs before the effects. Okay, so just have those ready for you when you're going to boost those highs. You can use any EQ you'd like. I just personally like the Pug Tech EQ. I think it's just... I keep trying to find a better EQ. It's just hard. And so I also put a hard pitch correction, as you can see. But then also what I did is I went through flex pitch and I corrected every single note 100%. And how to do that, you just click on flex pitch, let it load. And I did this before I did any editing. I always do this now first. And all you got to do is scale quantize. I did A major, and then you copy and paste this audio, and then you pitch correct. And that's it. And then I just bounce in place so I don't have to keep it on flex. So it's already done. And that gives it it gives it a harder and smoother auto tune. When you just do pitch correction, it can still sound wobbly, but now as you can hear, it sounds nice and beefy and stuff. So with just those things I showed you now, this is what we get.
Started at a young age. I was born in a soul, the boy.
You see how harsh that is? And that's how I didn't have it at first. But then let's go into a compressor. I have a compressor at 2.67 attack, release 77. And the ratio at 3, not doing too much because I knew I wanted another compressor because Mike Dean, Travis Scott's engineer, says use multiple compressors on vocals.
Started at a young age. I was born in a soul, the boy really grew up.
So that's just taming it a little bit. And then we got this H comp, which I never really use, but I just went on tight vocal. I tried to mess with a few, and then I moved the threshold up so it wasn't compressing so hard. And yeah, that's really it. Watch.
Started at a young age. I was born in a soul, the boy really grew up. It's crazy how my life changed when I fell off a bus and was so close to death. It's some shit I really can't explain. No.
Yeah, so that this one warmed it up. I don't know if it's this analog setting, if it's the mix, if it's 75% mixed. And I don't know, it sounded good, so I don't really mess with it more. But Mike Dean also said for Travis Scott's vocal, he doesn't use de-essers. He likes the sharp feeling. Sometimes when it comes at you, it's real. I don't think it's real, but I mean, you're obviously enhancing that. But I mean, it makes sense because you're drowning it out with more reverbs. And so I added the mini reverb, and this is what it sounds like at 0.4 millisecond or 0.4 seconds.
It all started at a young age. I was born in a soul, the boy really grew up, though. It's crazy how my life changed. When I fell off a bus, it was so close to death.
It just gives it a little space against itself. And then I added an H delay, which this is important. So on the main vocal, I just have a slap delay. So I'll show you what this is doing.
It all started.
Let me mute this.
It all started at a young age.
You see that it's a little mini delay it's coming off of it. I've been doing that a lot more. And then I added the 1/8 under here. So I EQ'd it. I just duplicated it, put it all on 100% wet, an 8th delay. So then when parts, I can just like cut it out when I want to, like if I want to do this.
It all started at a young age. I was born in a soul, the boy really grew up, though. It's crazy how my life.
So that's something I would want to do. On the actual main vocal, another thing we did, I added is Echo Boy. And this is just giving it stereo width. It's just literally like putting a chorus vocal behind it because Travis Scott's vocals are huge and you got to add chorus to them and echoes because that's what's making it huge, and the compressors are. Remember that. And then next, I added a little altar boy to the bus. I bussed it. It's giving that low vocal because it's making it bigger. I did the same thing. I did a higher octave up to. I've been doing this a lot when I want a lot of texture, and this really beefens up the vocal. And then last but not least, we have the main reverb. We got the reverb at 1, and Travis Scott, they do use R-verb on his vocal. You can hear it. But now one thing I do want to look, you could spend time more on, is bouncing the reverb onto a track. And then it's pretty much like, let's say this is the reverb audio, like just a 100% wet reverb. What they do is they'll slice and dice their reverb like this. And then maybe like right here, it goes crazy up, and then it goes like this. So this is what they do with reverb. I'm not taking all that time because that takes hours to do, and I ain't getting paid for that. You know what I mean? Like that's just too much money. Nobody got the money to pay for that. And yeah, but on your own songs, guys, definitely try that. That's something that I will probably do in the future as well, but I know they do that because they talked about it. And yeah, that's pretty much it though. The main part is you got a huge beefy vocal we're going over industry levels where like if you, let me show you. We can go even higher.
It all started at a young age. I was born in a soul, the boy really grew up, though. It's crazy how my life changed. When I fell off a bus, it was so close to death. It's some shit I really can't explain.
So we can keep pushing that. We can keep pushing it to like -6, and that's what most of Travis Scott's songs are at. And yeah, but that's pretty much it. Multiple compressors. Boost those highs a lot because it's going to get drowned out anyways. Flex pitch, which is put every note in the correct key, and then pitch correction, and then use effects, and then add pitch corrections to give a deep voice that's, you slightly hear it. Just adds texture. Add a high voice. Add some chorus vocals to the sides of the ears that are just a half a millisecond off of the ones in the main mono. And yeah, you're going to get a lot of cool things, and that's how you get the Travis Scott type vocal. And I hope you guys enjoyed that. And yes, it's not as much auto-tune as Travis Scott. I don't like that much on this song, but some songs need it. So I hope you guys learned something. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, please give it a thumbs down. It still helps the channel. And please comment any questions or any videos I should make in the future. It really helps the channel. And hit me up on Instagram. It goes down in the DMs at BaywoodVivo. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.